给大家喜欢录视频。 So here I'm now on my desk with my monitor, and we're gonna start with practicing SAT math, which is the first thing that I always do on the day. And I have written kind of a content page of all these sections that are in the test. And with Khan Academy, it's really easy. Let me just show you. You have all the categories, which is what I copied over here. And every time I practice this category, I will make a dot. If it's blue, that means I'm doing good. If it's red, that means I need to do this section again. So this kind of reinforces what I've learned so far. And I feel like I haven't really discussed about how I've been doing this, because I don't know if you watched my 7th episode of Someone's Listening. I was just talking about SAT and how the video I uploaded before isn't necessarily working, but that's okay because I'm also kind of in the process of learning what is the best thing for me. But here I just wanted to talk about, since we're already here, is I'm just focusing to practice math, and here's exactly what I'm trying to do here. And I'm trying to get the highest score that I can get in the math section, so I don't have to worry about the reading and the language part. And I feel like this is also a good decision to make, since, you know, I don't have a whole lot of time. And yeah, I will link my Someone Is Listening episode about SAT on the corner, so you can go and check that video out. I was a little bit emotional with my logics, so I mean, I think it was a good video that I can always look back and reflect on. And I've always loved my desk setup when I'm working, because it's just so satisfying. It's one of the best things that I love about learning. So I just finished doing SAT. It was pretty good, and every day I have to write down the mistakes or the problems that I've done wrong, but I will usually do that in the afternoon, just so I don't have to do everything everything all together, because now that I'm already tired of doing it, right? So now went on and switched to another thing that I need to complete today, which is a part of my GOA course on the topic of personal finance. And the work that I need to get done today is updating my plan/website. And okay, I'll be showing you what it looks like roughly, because I don't want you to see the details. It's called my 20-year plan, which is my future in 20 years. So you divided, okay, I don't know if you can see this. So I have this content page where I have different stages, which short-term 5 years, medium-term 10 years, and long-term 20 years. And you basically have to write a goal statement for every term in your life. And each time we have a new module. For example, the first one is about savings and budgeting. The second one is about investing. Every time you need to add a different part saying what you think you will do at that stage in your life. I mean, I know it sounds kind of difficult, or you have no idea where to start, but the point is you don't need to know exactly what you want to do. You might just want to write down a general plan of what you want to work towards, so that it's easier for you to kind of get an idea of where you want to go with your personal finance in the future. And so yeah, I'm not going to show you the writing, but I'm sure just from that little content page that I showed you, you could probably see it. The most basic things that I want to do or complete in the next 20 years. And believe it or not, the long term, in 20 years, I will be 36 years old. So that's fun. So now that I've finished the website and I've turned it in on the official kind of website that the course uses. Now I've just gone through YouTube and a really good Photoshop tutorial popped up for me, and it's called Create Backgrounds with Curved Perspectives. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, here's the screen. So basically you took out this puppy and then put it on to another background and made it look like it was a real backdrop. And I think this will be a really effective tool for me if I wanted to you know, take a photo of sculptures that I've made for portfolios, and I can Photoshop it onto a different background if I wanted to. So I'm just going to learn this right now, and the example that I want to practice with is this camera that my dad apparently bought. I've just finished it, and one reference that I had when creating it was searching for like these sculptures, especially ancient ones, because they need to be photographed properly, right? And for example, like these, they have this kind of backdrop that I wanted to create, and so it was easier for me to see what sort of traits that these had and what I can kind of imitate, I guess. So now it's time to show you what it looks like. This is what mine looks like. I think from far away it looks okay, but there's just something off about it that doesn't make it look like it was actually put in the studio. But like, I think that was not bad. So I basically cut it out and put a solid background, added the gradient and painted some shadows and kind of lighten and darken some of the areas on this camera and kind of add like an overall noise to it to kind of tie it together. But this is what the original photographs look like, and this is what I've done. So actually, in comparison, it looks pretty good. Also, one thing I really liked and thought it was pretty smart when fixing is, you know, when I put it on the floor to take a photo, and there's metal on it, and so the floor's wood color will reflect on the metal. So when you look at it, it's actually brown. But how I fixed it into this was that, lucky for me, that this camera is black and white. So I can select those metal areas and make it unsaturated. So it will essentially just be black and white and doesn't lose any of the quality. That's a really good technique that I've used in some of my other projects as well. But this is what it looks like. I'm happy with it. I learned something new. So now it's around 4 to 5 o'clock, and I usually take my makeup off during this period of time just because I don't want to do it like at night really, and you know, it makes me feel a bit more refreshed when I wash my face, and usually in the afternoon when I have more work I need to wash my face. So the process, I take cotton pads and use my makeup remover to get rid of my makeup first, and I rinse it off with water. And here I will show you the most important step, which is washing your hand with soap, because then you don't get dirty stuff onto your face, and which gives you pimples. So then I like wash my face with clear water, and then I use my 𝗶𝗶𝗳𝗏 facial cleanser that works so well, and I just like get it all over my face, wait for a few seconds, and rinse it off with water. I use this 2 times a day and it's been working really well. My pimples on my forehead used to be a lot worse than what you are seeing on the screen right now, and it just started to pop out during the beginning of this year, I think. I've never had this problem in 9th grade or before that, so I don't know. Something's happening with my hormones. And then I use this aloe-vera body gel, apparently to moisturize only the sides of my face, because everywhere else, if I put too much moisturization, then it will get pimples. So then this is the cream I use to get rid of like the bigger ones, and it works really well. You can buy an 𝗃𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃, I think. So that's my whole process. It's been grown much longer throughout the years. Well, yeah, here I'm just looking at my forehead because it has the most pimples, and it's not really nice to look at, but you know, I gotta like embrace it. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I very much enjoyed all of my day in my life videos because, you know, I can look back and see how my routines changed. And today's not the most special day ever, but I thought it would be nice because not every day is going to be amazing and the highlight. Last but not least, this is not on the day, but I think it's the day before, and it's beautiful.